I believe democratization of knowledge is super important. I think if they're making available these tools because they're believing that we can, as humanity, evolve together, so research from all over the world, they can develop medicine or even technologies that can fight climate change, for example, or even big issues as COVID, as you mentioned before, if they have used it. So I feel it's a remarkable advancement that should be in the hands of every researcher. What do you think?
On today's show, we're exploring how artificial intelligence played a groundbreaking role in this year's Nobel Prize in Chemistry. From revolutionizing our understanding of protein structures to enabling the design of entirely new proteins, AI has skyrocketed science into the uncharted territory.
So, Daniel, we talked a little bit about the physics Nobel Prize that happened this year. And actually, not only the physics, but the chemistry Nobel Prize went to people that works with AI. So this year, Demis Hassabis, John Jumper, and David Becker, they won the Nobel Prize of Chemistry for the incredible work of understanding and designing proteins, which are essential for life. Hassabis and Jumper, they have used DeepMind's AlphaFold, that is an AI tool, to solve a big challenge called protein folding problem. They figured out how to predict the 3D shapes of nearly all proteins in just minutes, a task they used to take like years to be done. Becker took things further with the Rosetta software, which can design completely new proteins, like for special tasks, like breaking down pollution or even creating new materials. Their work has huge results. Predicting proteins can actually help us to develop drugs, improve vaccines, and help us to understand some of the disease that we have. So creating custom proteins could also lead to environmental solutions like breaking down plastics, advancements in technology like tiny sensors and eco-friendly manufacturing tools. And by making their tools AlphaFold 2 and Rosetta available to research worldwide, can enable all of them to take big challenges in healthcare, environment, and technologies using the power of AI.
So, like we discussed in the episode about the Nobel Prize in Physics, what do you think the Nobel Prize in Chemistry is important?
So I feel that it's really good that the Nobel Prize is recognizing these guys because they are doing an amazing work using AI, And all of these advancements, they can help us to be better, to have a better lifestyle, to fight some of the problems that we are facing now, for example, plastics or even some environmental solutions that we need to solve.
So, I heard that some people saying that this AlphaFold breakthrough is as impactful and big as was the mapping of the genes of the human body. So it's quite revolutionary.
As a newbie in biology, let's say, uh, I do believe that they are making remarkable advancements. If they can create vaccines and all of this, helping the drug development as they're saying that they can do, I feel that's such a great advancement because one of the things that we discuss in all of this drug development system is that they use they test the drugs in animals. So if you can simulate that somehow with AI, that would be a really good advancement, like in the area.
I might be saying bullshit here, but I would assume that the development of the COVID vaccines during the pandemic was deeply helped by this protein fold because it just can speed up this process. But again, I'm not sure. And then if I'm saying a lot of bullshit, please let me know in the comments. So, what do you think is the ethical considerations in play with AI and science?
We have talked a lot about that, but I feel that ethicals are vital to ensuring like that AI serve us humans positively. And I think the AlphaFold breakthroughs are kind of transformative. I think the way that they are thinking and breaking the proteins. So if you created a vaccine, you can create a weapon of mass destruction too. You know, if you have these biochemical hazards, let's say, or dangers. So it kind of makes me think if we should regulate it or if it should be more. We should take more care about this, you know, about all of these questions. But I think it's remarkable. I think it's a breakthrough. Like it's the potential is huge, and it should be safety and transparency. Actually, all these advancements, you know.
So, David Beckett also allowed Rosetta and AlphaFold to be used by researchers globally. I think it's for free. I'm not 100% sure. But what do you think about that?
I believe democratization of knowledge is super important. I think if they're making it available, these tools, because they're believing that we can, as humanity, evolve together, you know. So research from all over the world, they can develop medicine or even technologies that can fight climate change, for example, or even big issues as COVID, you know, as you mentioned before, if they have used it. So I feel it's a remarkable advancement that should be in the hands of every researcher that has interest in the area. You know, so I feel it's important to have this. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. It's the not just these tools, but also AI in general. I think we could benefit a lot if these companies, instead of closing their models, like going in the opposite direction, uh, that basically OpenAI started up with open source models and so on. They're not closing it because it's commercially more profitable if you keep it under wraps inside your own company. So I think that with this transformative technology, I think we all could benefit if we can together develop this in an open field. But we live in a capitalistic world, so that's tough to achieve if there's not some regulation uh, forcing these companies to be more open or to have partially open code. I don't know the answer on how we could get there, but I think it's a must.
So just to conclude, like we talked about the physics Nobel Prize and then now the chemistry Nobel Prize, and I'm really happy actually to talk about these cases because I'm a researcher myself, you know, and I've been doing research for a couple of years, like since my bachelor's, and I believe that with the advancements of AI and then how science is embracing these technologies, you know, instead of like repelling it, I feel that it's a remarkable time, you know, for everyone. So the Nobel Prize is just making it more visible for everyone that it's this technology is coming to change the world, you know, in many areas. And the research is not behind, you know. I believe research always brings us forward, you know, and this is just showing that AI is coming with a lot of power and coming to change the world in many ways.
Awesome. Thanks for bringing this. breakthroughs into and how the Nobel was actually highlighting AI achievements this year. So we reached the end of our episode. If you enjoyed the show, please consider leaving a review on Apple Podcasts. It's free and helps us a lot. This way, it can help us also reach new listeners. Oh, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform to stay up to date on our latest episodes. If you have any questions for us, reach out to us at hello@humanaixp.com or connect with us on Instagram. Thanks for listening. See you next week.